So there's this other story that I've been tipped off about from Joshua with Alchemy Games. So this family was rescued from Yemen. And there was this weird situation where I believe they were fostered by one of the lawyers that saved them. And now they were separated somehow, these brothers and sisters. The brother came back to rescue them from the house that they're in, claiming that the lawyer woman had like developed a relationship with one of the teenage boys. I'm not even sure if it was him or one of the others. We'll find out when we look into it. But this was quite a confusing story, and I don't think they even know what's going on with it, because the first thing about this, when they went to go pick up the young children, this guy right here and two other people, when they went to go pick up their family members, they recorded it. And the young people seemed very excited to see them, which has a lot of people, wondering what's going on here. And there's very serious accusations against this woman now, but nothing has been done to her so far that we know of. But she should definitely be under investigation.
Look, got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you, bro. I got you. I was right here.
The officer right here.
They said that they kidnapped these kids, and then this guy ended up getting arrested. And there are also concerns that they are going to get deported as well. I was also wondering who the old man on the face cam was as well.
We're hearing from Amar Saleh, the man the Monroe County Sheriff's Office says kidnapped his mother and two younger siblings from a home in Parenton. News 10 NBC's Declan Stablo is live now in Rochester, where deputies say they found the victims. Declan, you talked to Amar. What did he tell you?
Well, Chris, Amar told me that this was a rescue, not a kidnapping. Deputies say they found all three victims safe. MCSO arrested three people they say were involved in the kidnapping and recovered a vehicle they believe was involved. Omar Saleh and Gamil Ahmed, both of Rochester, and Dejor Paul of Brooklyn are each charged with kidnapping. I spoke with Amar over the phone today, and I'm still working to verify some of what he told me, but like I said, he says this was a rescue, not a kidnapping. He sent me this video he says shows his younger brother running into his arms. We did blur out his brother's face. Amar says his mom and siblings were brought to that house after
his brother, I guess?
Child Protective Services picked them up last month, but when he went to the county clerk's office to try to find them, he says the clerk's office couldn't find a petition for their removal. He says that video was shot at this home on Crossover Road in Parenton. Neighbors say they saw about a dozen MCSO vehicles outside this home for hours on Saturday. I've reached out to MCSO, the county clerk, and the New York Office of Children and Family Services to confirm what Amar told me. MCSO says there's no new info they can share at this time, and I haven't heard back yet from the county clerk or OCFS. I'll let you know as soon as I do. Live in Rochester, Declan Stablo, News 10 NBC.
Let's see if there's something on here, because this said it was updated
Late Monday,
like an hour
police
ago.
announced the initial suspect in the Parenton abduction was charged with kidnapping. Came after the Monroe County DA's office said Amar Saleh was taken into custody earlier in the day in New York City. Monday morning, three others entered not guilty pleas to kidnapping in the case. Omar Saleh, Dejor Paul, and Gamil Ahmed. Court documents say the suspects forcibly restrained 54-year-old Mona Omar Saleh Ali and two of her young children around 3 in the afternoon Saturday. It's alleged the suspects drove the victims away from a safe harbor house and held them in an undisclosed city of
We saw video of them taking them voluntarily.
Rochester residents. Court paperwork says the suspects intended to hide the victims from other family members, Child Protective Services, and the Department of State until they could send the children to Yemen. The accusatory notes the defendant.
Yeah, they're trying to say that they were going to try to take the kids back to Yemen. So there's two competing narratives here. This one is the one where they're suggesting it was a kidnapping.
Had knowledge.
The last one was, I would say, the one I'd lean towards, which is that it was more of a rescue. And I'll get into who they were apparently rescuing them from in a minute.
Was an impending family court action taking place in the near future to decide the legal custody of the children. Omar Saleh's defense attorney claims this was not a kidnapping, but a rescue.
My client had been looking for his siblings for the past week to 10 days. He actually received a call from the boy through his PS5 5, his PlayStation 5. And on the audio recording, it said, please come pick us up. It also said,
pick them out.
So do you know where I am?
Because we can show that the kids are under duress.
So do you know where I am?
He's asking me, do I know where he's at?
Okay, about my mom and Julie. John, if they hear me, they're gonna get in trouble.
bring the police.
Stern says when Omar went to retrieve the children from what he calls unlawful placement by CPS, the mother also willingly went with them. Stern says Omar is the children's legal guardian, but the district attorney, Brian Green, stated in court they are not his children. Now, Amar and Omar Saleh are being held on $75,000 bail. Paul is currently being held on $15,000 bail, and Ahmed was released to home monitoring with GPS. All are due back in parenting court on Friday.
So yeah, there is this this woman here is I think this was her house. She currently had custody of the kids, I believe, and allegedly had a relationship with a minor, which that's not the appropriate way to say it. You know, she assaulted the minor, but they behaved like they were a relationship, allegedly. That is what I was reading from one of the people involved.
There's a lot of rumors going around.
So this is from before. This is a CNN piece about her where they were saying like how great she was for trying to help people in Yemen.
There were over 500 people that showed up. I just saying, where are all these people coming from? I've been to Lebanon, I've been to Israel, I've been to Colombia, I've been to the Dominican Republic, I've been to Mexico. Djibouti's a little bit rough, it's very hot, they're long days. I mean, sometimes we're only getting like 3-4 hours sleep.
In line.
Typically, we open the office at like 11.
And I'm not sure, apparently one of the kids were in this clip. I'm not sure if that's accurate, but I think I remember hearing that.
There you go.
We will meet with various different clients.
11 a.m. How's your Saturday?
Let's help them prepare their cases, answer questions.
Can you scan this in? It's just a matter of having proper ID. 5 minutes.
Gonna try to see if I can search her name and find something. Her name is Julie Goldberg. And apparently when she was 46 and the victim was 15, they had an ongoing relationship as he describes it. And then it says it hit a point where they stopped getting along and she sent him to a boot camp in Idaho and tried to break the family apart in some kind of vindictive way. I can't show the whole screenshot that I was just looking at because of some of the shit that it said on it. I would get hit for.
I've been to Lebanon, I've been to Israel, I've been to Colombia. Djibouti's a little bit rough. It's very hot. They're long days. I mean,
this guy's in jail now, and I guess his two brothers as well. So I think that there's going to be something more that comes of this, whether they get deported or whether this woman gets investigated, which I think should probably happen.